So Jordan
I don't know what
today was like, I want to go to a diner.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like
a Denny's diner, like a diner.
A
he
diner.
He wanted to go to a diner.
I just really like the diner aesthetic and the food.
Sure.
So then we were thinking like, okay, food before podcast. So I was like, what is it? Rudford's?
Yeah.
But he wanted a diner. The first place I said was Chicken Pot Pie Shop because that's
Not
a
a
diner.
diner.
That's not a diner.
Is it not?
No.
It's a restaurant. It's a chicken pot pie shop.
It seems like a diner.
Rutherford's
to me.
is a diner.
Yeah.
Denny's is a diner.
And an IHOP.
The Corvette Diner is a diner.
Is debatably a diner.
It's masquerading as a diner. It's a restaurant with diner food.
Mama Cats.
Cafe.
So what separates a diner and a cafe then?
When I think diners, I usually think something that's probably 24/7, 24 hours.
At
So a
least
7-Eleven.
A 7-Eleven.
It's not a restaurant, though.
I know. I'm just being annoying because it's 24 hours.
I feel like you said that totally seriously.
No,
Wanting to know.
I know what it is. I have jokes.
See how her body language is saying like, oh, I totally messed that one up.
No.
The people can't see.
Yeah. And then I was thinking Studio Diner.
Yes, there's.
I
also,
like Studio Diner. It's been a long time since I've gone.
It's
all right.
It's been a very long time since I've been there.
I want to say I haven't gone in the last 9 years,
Sounds
if
about
not
right.
8 years. I get the Monte Cristo there, and that thing's bomb.
The curse.
I think I've had only like one Monte Cristo maybe ever, and I was not impressed.
Monte Cristo. That's a French toast.
It's
A French
basically-
toast sandwich, right?
No, it's a fried ham sandwich, essentially.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think I really liked it at Studio Diner because the jam was really good that you dip it in,
Jam.
and that was pretty good. Because there was a sauce they had. It was like a raspberry preserve.
Nice little sauce.
Yeah. And you just dip that in there. Oh, that was good. And then they put like,
I
I
don't
don't know,
remember
I
last
think
time
they
I've
put
been
like
to
powdered sugar on it too. I forget.
I don't remember the last time I went to the Studio Diner, so I don't know what I got.
I know I went with my brother before he left, and he wanted like the sampler.
Yeah.
The sampler thing is pretty good. They have like any sampler at a restaurant type deal.
Yeah.
Which is like the potato boats or
Potato boats, like in
right?
like in elementary school.
Okay, maybe not too much of a boat, but like what are those called?
Like a baked potato?
It's like it's the potato. It's not potato
A
wedges.
baked potato could be a potato boat.
Yeah, I could see it.
It's a baked potato, but cut in half.
Put a little sail on it.
Potato skin?
Potato skins. Maybe that's what I'm
I
thinking.
do love me some potato skins.
Potato skins.
Those are good.
Tater skins.
Hell yeah.
I like those.
Yeah,
Those
they're
are
good.
yummy. They have that, and then mozzarella sticks. I think there's chicken tenders in there too.
Yeah, sounds like a sampler.
Yeah,
Right?
that's-
like
that's
the
pretty sampler.
average sampler.
Yeah.
Sampler as
Like
fuck.
the TGI Friday sampler.
I haven't had TGI Fridays in a very long time.
Because there's like one left, maybe.
The last time I went was the one in La Jolla.
There's one in La Jolla.
Yeah, where the BJ's used to be.
Used to be.
There's a BJ's?
Yeah, because BJ's took over. They bought out the
Wait,
place.
where in La Jolla is this?
I thought they were across the street from each other.
They were yeah.
Yeah,
And then BJ's took over.
It's
I
getting a
think.
blowjob in the parking lot next to TGI Fridays.
Where is this?
This is
It's like
Are you actually
not
talking
Genesee.
about UTC?
no, not
it's
UTC.
It's further down from UTC.
La Jolla
Okay.
Village.
So
La Jolla
closer
Village
to,
Drive.
UCSD.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So kind of that.
Over the 5, past the
Yeah.
5.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
not
everything's
technically.
past the 5 in La Jolla.
I mean, UTC is. Oh, wait, no, UTC is not past the 5. That mall there is like right on the 5. So anything kind of west of that mall.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 805. Yes, past the 5.
Yeah, it's past the 5. I was like, what are you talking
Yeah, no,
about?
I thought of that too.
There's
I thought
not
that
much over there.
Yeah. On the other side of the Mormon church.
I mean,
yeah, there
I
you
don't-
go.
yeah.
On the other side of Disneyland.
I don't quite count like that as La Jolla.
It's still La Jolla.
I mean, I just by zip code, I'm not even sure if it's La Jolla.
You should go to that area, go to their Marshalls, and look what their Marshalls looks like.
Dude, they have a sick ass Marshalls.
You know, I've been told that exact thing
Yeah.
from my boss, who gives me Marshall's gift cards for Christmas
Oh, nice.
that I still have.
Oh, well.
Oh, they
I
have a
have-
lot of good deals.
I have a $100 in Marshall credits.
You could buy a lot of stuff there.
You want to give me $100? I'll trade you cash.
Oh. Am I willing to spend? You know
Or
what?
you
I'll
just
get
spend
back if you want to beat it.
at Marshalls yourself.
That's also true.
Well, you'd be helping me out.
Oh yeah,
true.
because you wouldn't have to.
Because I'm
that's fair.
stuck.
He's
Despite
locked.
the fact, I am 5 minutes from a Marshall's here.
There's a Marshalls by here?
Yeah, Mission
You don't
Valley.
ever feel like you need
Oh,
a.
yeah.
You don't want to like pick up some new gear.
Yes, I do, and I think about it about every other weekend. Honestly,
I feel like even if you didn't want to get like clothes, they have a lot of like
they got a lot of stuff.
other stuff
They
there.
they do. They have a lot of stuff.
I think about you all the time when I go through the like the Halloween section.
Thank you.
I feel like that's my one problem with like Marshalls or Ross or TJ Maxx. Like, yes, you could get cool stuff there, but it's a dice roll.
But like, I'm not in such a dire strait that like, well, I can't find anything good, but I need something. I'm clearly wearing a burlap sack.
Yeah.
Like, I have the options of like, if I don't see anything, I don't buy anything. I've
Yeah.
gone a year now sitting on $100.
God, I would have spent that already.
Clearly,
I would have spent it
I'm
that
doing
day.
okay. Yeah.
Jeez.
Not the whole 100. Maybe at least $40.
No, like I haven't gone though because like I just don't want to go alone. And like the couple people that I felt like, oh, all right, like I'd go with this person, like either busy or not up for it. I just haven't. I hate,
LoRC goes to Marshalls.
Oh,
I
we
hate
would find the
shopping.
coolest stuff.
I hate especially like clothes shopping or
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
like that alone. I hate it.
That's fair.
But are you usually the type of like getting a second opinion on if something looks good?
That's
Is
what I
that
need.
one other thing?
That's what I need because
That's
if
him.
I'll go through, I'll look and I'm like, oh, well, this is cool, and I'll even try it on and look at it and just look at myself and be like, what the fuck you fooling?
See, this is what I do.
Put that burlap sack back on. That's the best you get.
I'll try on clothes and I'll take a picture and just send it to people. Like, what do you think?
I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that.
That's okay. I do that too. I guess it depends on what I'm wearing. Most of the time, it's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just get it, and then just get it.
I just don't have that kind of confidence.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It depends. I have my days. I think it just depends on what I'm wearing. Because then it's like, if I have to get something nice, like a dress, then I'll send it to like Roseanne and Jordan, be like, does this look okay?
Aren't you literally wearing a shirt that you got from Ross?
Yeah, this is chilling.
In the Netflix font.
Dun-dun.
I got it for my birthday like 4 years ago, I think. 3 or 4 years ago.
Nice.
It was not that long ago.
3 years ago.
I think it was like last year. That shirt?
Yeah, Annabelle bought this for my birthday when I was living with her. That was 3 years ago.
I don't know if you're remembering that correctly.
No, she bought it for me.
I feel like I was there when you got it.
No, it was just me and Annabelle at the store.
Sure about that? Mm-hmm. You sure about that?
She seems pretty sure.
She does.
I bet you.
No, I'm good. Not
I was
worth
gonna
it.
say I bet you a bean.
How would we prove it?
I text Annabelle and say, "Hey,
Yeah, no,
was
that's
Jordan with us?" Wait,
Well, we
no,
got the
because that could go
chillin'
two
shirt.
ways. She could either say, "I don't know," or
Well, then nobody wins.
Yeah,
That's also true.
Nobody wins, nobody loses.
because she bought me this shirt, and I remember it was me, her, and Bree. You weren't there.
No, I mean not when you went.
You
with her
weren't there,
to
Yeah.
Jordan.
You weren't there when we got the shirt.
Feel like I was there when you got that shirt though.
No,
Maybe I was there when you got a very similar shirt then.
I don't think so.
Is that maybe your second chillin' shirt?
No, I only
How
have
many
one.
shirts do you that say chillin' on it?
I only have one. Yeah, I only have one chillin' shirt.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I got no horse in this race.
I mean,
I mean, we don't really have to do a bet.
also you clearly have better memory than me.
That's also very true.
I forget things.
It's hit or miss.
Hit or miss.
It's
Yes.
hit or miss. Sometimes it's good, and sometimes I
But
remember it
isn't
weird.
the running joke that you don't remember things?
I don't remember the things that matter.
No. She remembers things from her life, not things that she has seen in terms of pop
that's
culture.
true.
So
That's also true.
She
remembers
active
Yeah,
things.
yeah. She remembers life events, not passive events.
I guess that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like if you were to ask her, what was your favorite scene from El Camino? she just watched the Breaking Bad movie over the weekend.
My favorite scene?
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like I had a lot of scenes that I liked.
But are you having a hard time remembering any of them now?
No. I think my favorite was Skinny Pete, and I don't want to say anything else about that.
I have a question about that, actually.
Yes.
Could I watch that without watching Breaking Bad?
I think you can.
I think
Is it accessible enough?
well, when you start it'll Netflix gives you like a 3-minute like recap,
Okay.
which just basically shows off like here's this character, here's that character, here's this quickly what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the 5 seasons, and then
That's kind of what I ended up doing after the fact. Because, like, while watching, there were some parts where I was like, I forgot what happened.
Sure.
And then I watched it.
It's been a while.
And then it came back.
Yeah.
And then after I watched a recap of everything before, I did a Google search on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then it was just the generic what you missed or like what you missed or like
Yeah.
watch before El Camino.
Recap.
And it was fine. Yeah, it was good.
you can watch the entire movie and be totally fine. The only parts that you will not understand are the 3 cameos in the movie.
Okay.
Because it'll be like, who's this character that never comes back in the rest of this movie?
Because, like, Breaking Bad's a show that I've definitely, like, pondered a lot about watching, and I probably would like
It's
it.
so good.
But, like, 5 seasons of what looks like a pretty, like, heavy show.
Oh, it is.
Like, I'm still not in
Yeah.
that place where I
Yeah.
want to take on heavy stuff.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So, like, it's daunting to kind of observe all that and be like, where do I fit this in?
I get it.
Oh,
I had a
actually-
similar
But like,
conversation.
a 2-hour movie to kind of, like, maybe get its hooks into me.
Okay, actually,
Yeah.
if you watch the recap, then you'll have some understanding of the 3 cameos.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not lost in the movie.
No, you will
No.
not be lost in the movie because the movie.
It's kind of its own thing.
It's like,
Okay.
All you need to know is that Jesse Pinkman was a prisoner for an undetermined amount of time.
Okay.
And he just got free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of the, like, the jail or other prisoner?
Other prisoner.
Okay.
Other prisoner.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw the Netflix kind of like when you hover over it too long and it plays the trailer.
Yeah.
He looked pretty fucked up. I'm like, that doesn't look like jail fucked up.
You know?
Speaking of Netflix now, I don't know if you've noticed it too, but
Netflix?
when you're done watching something, they're so quick to cut off the credits
Oh, yeah.
and suggest you 3 other things that you might
Oh,
be
yeah.
interested in.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because they know most people don't watch the credits.
I know, but sometimes there's bloopers at the end, and I want to watch them.
Yeah,
Well-
that's true. And I wish
And that's
they
what
would
happened
designate,
over the
like,
weekend.
They would know in program, like, this one, go ahead. There's nothing in the credits. Because I do think you can, if you pick up the remote, you can choose to
Yeah, you just
go
go
back to the credits.
Yeah.
But the whole reason why we have Netflix is so we don't have to do anything. That's why it continues to play episodes for us.
Yeah.
True.
So, like, I would like it to know, okay, this one has stuff
Yeah.
to watch during the credits.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I don't know, because I feel like I haven't had that problem. When I watch a movie that does have bloopers, it stays and shows me the bloopers, and then when it actually shows the credit roll, that's when it does the thing.
Yeah, like, for example, we watched Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. I've already seen it many times,
Yes.
but we were watching it this weekend, and then at the end, it's showing the bloopers.
Yeah.
And then it got cut off by El Camino, and then it just started playing the trailer for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, we still want to watch the bloopers, so I went back, and it restarted from the beginning. And I was like, I'm not going to wait for this anymore. It's not worth it. We just did something else.
I feel like you were just slow on the draw there.
I don't know. I wasn't the only one watching it.
Yeah.
They were just like, this is new. Why is it like this? And I was like, I don't know.
Because
It was interesting.
Typically have like 10 seconds.
Well, yeah, no, it was like 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah.
If it's a show, it's 5 seconds. Then if it's a movie, it's usually like 10 seconds when they suggest something else.
I mean, I don't know. Same thing happened. I was rewatching rewatching a Dave Chappelle stand up, and then the same thing happened. Credits happened, El Camino, and I was like, oh,
I mean, they're also really pushing El Camino.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
They always have
That's
like
great.
the one thing they hustle real heavy.
Yeah. It really makes me want to watch Breaking Bad all over again.
It's a lot.
That's why I haven't done it yet. It looks like a lot.
I luckily when I watched didn't have to wait, and I think it was like the last season was the one that I was like watching.
Yeah, that's when
with
we watch
everyone
week
else.
to week, yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
I think I hopped in on like season 3 or 4.
okay, yeah, it was already on Netflix. Like all the seasons were already on Netflix when I started, and then when the last season came out, that's when we were doing
Week to week.
watch parties at Shane's.
Yeah,
Right
I
on.
mean, that is one of the good things about Breaking Bad is yes, it's only 5 seasons. And it's like what, maybe 12 episodes per season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not like
It's cable seasons,
yeah,
not
yeah,
network
It's,
seasons.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not Supernatural where
But it's
24
still like
episodes.
it's still a 45.
God, I don't know if I could do
Minute show.
Supernatural now.
I just like play an episode like every night, just like have it playing in the background.
I
I've
haven't
got-
even started that.
I've got 2 friends who just this year started watching.
Whoa,
Yeah.
so that's a long way to go.
Yeah.
I like last night I just went through one of my favorite episodes, the fan fiction episode, where
It is a great one.
it's where they it's a meta episode where this all girls school puts on a play
Oh, yeah.
based on the supernatural quote books that exist in universe.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a solid one.
And then Sam and Dean show up like
It's kind of their musical
what's
episode.
going on because it's
It's
a play based on a book based on their lives that someone else is writing.
Someone else has visions of
Yeah.
their adventures.
Yeah.
They are a prophet. And
Oh.
yeah, so they envision these Sam and Dean's adventures, which they didn't know in the beginning until all their paths crossed.
yeah.
I think it happens like season 4 or 5.
Something like maybe 5 or 6, maybe.
Yeah.
So like they find out there's this whole line of books which are like a little embellished and like the subtext is a little more on the surface.
Yeah.
But like there's 2 because there's a convention episode
Yes,
and then
the
there's
convention.
yeah.
The convention is like season 6.
How many seasons are there?
15.
Well, 14 on Netflix. 15's happening right now.
Yeah, 15 just started.
I have not seen 13 and 14 yet.
I haven't started 15 yet.
Oof.
Like I can watch it,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I'm kind of nervous to begin the end.
Because, we have our theories on how it's going to end, but at the end of the day, they're still hunters, and we all know how hunters' lives end.
You had a really good fucking theory.
Oh, I really want my theory to be true.
Yeah. Did we talk about it on podcast or I don't think we I don't think we did.
It was just you and me were talking about during Comic-Con while we were walking over to you.
2 things.
Yeah.
2 things. That being one of them. But before we get to that, so last week we talked about retiring 100%. We're out of No Swear September.
Oh, yeah.
And so we need a new word to keep the game going.
Yes.
Yes.
So we put it out there to ask what's something that we say a lot that we could now be penalized for. And the lovely Anna, who sent us the Turkish snacks,
Moroccan snack.
The Turkish
which
snack.
The Turkish snacks.
I've put on the table now since like we kind of keep forgetting they're here. So feel free, just have one, say what it is, enjoy.
Yes.
Like we don't have to make a bit of it. There's still so many. I had
Okay.
another banana
So
wafer
many.
one. Just keep the pretzels of my peoples to me. I want to get to that at some point. So she emailed us at our email at lorcpodcast@gmail.com, and she said, honestly. Now, I've already said it this podcast, so I think maybe she's right. Maybe this is a word that...
I was saying that I don't think I say it, and then I realized I do say.
I think we say it maybe as much as we were saying 100%.
Oh no, we said 100% a lot.
All right, maybe not as much. Quick question: do you guys feel weird saying 100% now? Like, does it feel like a?
It's not my vocabulary anymore.
Like
It's funny because I've heard a lot of other people say
Yes.
yeah.
100%.
Like
now.
all the podcasts and stuff I listen
Yeah,
to.
I like
is
listen
rad
to
all
them
the
and they're
time.
like, "Oh yes, 100%," and I was like, "Hey."
I'm beginning to wonder if I pulled it from "This Is Rad" and brought it over. They say it a bunch.
See, I'm wondering if I got it from Kind of Funny because
Yeah,
they say 100%
that's why
all the time.
I was watching theirs and they said 100%, and I was like,
I mean, it is also
hey.
an emoji at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Plus, when I was about to stream on Sunday, I hopped into Dodgers stream for a little bit, and she goes, "Oh, 100%!" Like I was like,
Yeah.
everyone does it.
All right. It's not our fault.
Okay.
Unless
It's
it's
a thing.
permeated everywhere.
Unless it started with us. We're patient zero.
We're famous guys.
So, for at least a month, here until November.
Wait, there's literal pretzels in here.
Is that the one that
Yeah.
you wanted?
No. The pizza cracker.
Oh.
That's got me all over it. Yeah. So from this point on, so no one bust my balls over the previous time. The new word that will get penalized is honestly, and that'll be the last time we say it truthfully.
So I grabbed a Nutty Max wafer cracker thing.
Enjoy. All right, so back at Comic-Con, Jordan and I, we were talking about Supernatural. You hadn't been, well, you're still not caught up.
Yeah,
you
I'm
said
still-
that.
yeah.
But you had, I think, what is the best possible theory as far as a good ending to the series.
Yeah.
Because nothing that, like, Leland and I and, like, my friend Sarah and I, like, nothing has felt like that's a good way. That's a good kind of everyone's happy kind of ending.
Yeah.
Because they're either both gonna die, which sucks.
Which I don't want that. It's been
Yeah.
15 years.
One of them dies.
That's-
That's gonna suck.
Yeah.
They both live, but then it's like they're so ingrained into the life.
Yeah.
Like they ride off into the sunset, and that was kind of like, okay, I guess that's the best you can get.
I feel like that would also be lame though, because it's just like
it's not great.
it's like then why is the show ending then?
Yeah, and it's like the two characters though may be relieved that
I
like
could just eat this, right?
yeah, go for
Yeah,
it.
go for it.
Like okay, maybe Sam and Dean are relieved that like whatever the bads are gone, and now it's just back to ghosts and werewolves, like just
Yeah.
real simple shit.
Yeah.
But like they just still don't have good lives.
No, not at all.
So Jordan, do you remember your theory? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell the people your theory because I think it's fucking genius.
Yeah. So, my theory was that at the end, Sam and Dean basically become the new God and Lucifer, where Dean would be up in heaven regulating stuff, and Sam would be in hell regulating things. Just it's not a job that either of them would want.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, why does he have to go to hell?
Oh, Dean would hate the job, which is why he'd be great at it.
No, Sam goes to hell because Sam has empathy.
Yes. Yeah.
Dean goes to heaven because he has like a forcefulness that heaven needs. Like the angels, the entire time the angels have been very like running back and forth. Who do we follow? Who do we follow?
Yeah.
They need a leader.
Yeah.
Dean's a leader.
Dean is definitely a leader.
Yeah.
More so than Sam.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah. So I mean not God. Because that outranks a Lucifer, but they essentially become the new heads of
Yeah, the new kings of heaven and hell.
those two kingdoms.
Sorry, there's a moth in here.
Oh, you looked off to the
Yeah,
distance.
I got really confused.
Is Sam behind me? And I think that because thinking about that, I'm like, okay, like it's weird,
Yeah.
but it seems like a good place.
Yeah, and it also keeps the
And-
balance.
It keeps the balance. Because to imagine that, like, you can't destroy heaven and hell.
Yeah.
Like, they have a purpose in the fundamental, like, circle of eternity.
Yeah.
Someone's got to run it. Lucifer, I'm not going to spoil anything. God, I'm not going to spoil anything. So someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
And if they both are kind of given this power to rule over these two kingdoms, I think it's certainly safe to say that they can still have lunch once in a while. They can still
yeah.
like visit each other. They just have these responsibilities
Yeah, I
that
mean-
also fit like they're the perfect weapons for
Yeah.
Michael and Lucifer.
Yeah.
Like it makes a lot of sense to put them in these positions.
Yeah. I mean, we see when Crowley was king of hell, he would always just like go off and do his own thing.
Yeah, he'd
and-
fuck off all the time.
and not regulate hell at all. But
Yeah.
it was fine, whatever. And in heaven, God was just never there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. In the trailer for this season,
Yeah.
did you show Sam in the devil suit?
Ooh.
And then that white suit from
No,
like season 4?
It's happening. It's happening.
Yeah. Once I saw that, I'm like, ooh, that's interesting.
Oh, but then you still have to figure out what happens with Jack. Oh, well, he would probably just be Sam's right hand, like Cass would be Dean's right hand. I don't really know Jack's story.
That's fine. Like you know he's a...
I know he's the son of...
Okay, yeah. So you know he's a Nephilim. He got powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, Jack wouldn't go with Dean. Like, you got to put Sam with Dean, or Cass with Dean.
Oh, definitely. They're I mean, the subtext.
Destiel.
Castian, you shut up.
Yeah. All right. And Jack could go with Sam. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I feel that would wrap it up, you know?
It would. Like, it puts everything in a place, and you're left feeling like, okay, well, the world is now at a balance at the very least.
Yeah. I mean, monsters still roam the earth.
Sure.
That's the hunter's jobs.
But with Dean in heaven, Sam in hell, in these seats of large power, at least there's no apocalypses every year.
That's true.
Or like twice a year sometimes.
Yeah.
So you feel like, okay, well, yes, like there are monsters. And like it seems like nothing's going to stop ghosts.
Yeah.
But at least the world is safe.
Yeah.
To in large part.
Yeah, Steph, I think you would really enjoy Supernatural.
We talked about this, but that's a lot of episodes.
Again, it's a show that you can just have in the background that you just, tune into every
They're
now and
very
then.
good about recaps at the beginning of episodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, like, each...
I'll at least watch episode 1.
Because it's a 24 episode season, so it's a monster of the week show.
Yeah.
Like, there's an overarching story for that season that you get little tidbits in, like, every episode or so. But that's not, like, the main focus. It's like, oh, this is the main thing we're focusing on. Dean, I lied to you about this. Sam, just don't talk to me right now. You know, and that's it.
That's a lot of episodes right there.
It's all on Netflix?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
all on Netflix.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess to ask for you to watch like the first like 3 seasons would be much, but yeah, I mean, try it.
I'll at least give that a shot.
I feel like at least get to season 2 because that's when they like really start like figuring
ramping
out
up
like what the show is, and they get rid of the weird filter they had in the first season.
Yeah, I think like season 2 they start using classic rock. It's like I forgot in my last run through. I forgot like season 1 is all like contemporary shit rock. Like I forgot
Dean's
we did.
And
I forgot. Yeah, oh man, we didn't have classic rock in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, I think by the time you get to season 2, they dropped the weird like dark filter that they had in the first season, and Sam's hair gets fixed finally.
What's the time?
They're 40-minute episodes.
No, like time frame as in like what year is this?
Contemporary.
Yeah, it's present day.
Like they go from a flip phone to a iPhone to a smartphone, but that's because the show's been on for 15 years.
Okay.
So that's just time.
Okay.
And even then, sometimes they just stick to the flip phones because it's...
Yeah, it's just a burner phone.
Yeah.
They just go through burner phones. But like the time of Supernatural, even season 1 to 15, has no necessary timestamp outside of like fashion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like so it's not like it feels like, oh, this is an 80s show or this is a 90s show.
Okay.
Because they're basically just wearing flannel the entire time.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, well, this could be any...
Everyone looks like they fell out of a Goodwill.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Then that's fine.
And,
People still dress that way now.
and a lot of the references that they make are usually like from the 80s or 90s, or just random movies that's you would watch at some point.
When did it first air?
15 years ago?
So 2000, I want to say 5 was when it first started.
No.
Oh, 7.
It's still when like
2007.
Buffy and
I'm pretty sure it's
and
2007.
Angel
No.
was still out.
No, it's 2004.
That's
I'm bad at math.
pretty recent.
Yeah, bitch, it's 2019.
What
They've
do you
been
mean
on.
what do you mean that's pretty recent?
Oh yeah, shit. We're 2019.
It's 2019. They've been on for 15 years. It's 2004. It's some simple ass math.
I don't know. That doesn't seem that far away because we graduated class of 07. So 2004.
Whatever.
September 13th, 2005.
Eat my ass.
I was right the first time.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, the first thing I said was 2005.
You said-
wait, 2007.
You settled on 7.
I had a joke about this earlier on the car right here because what did you say?
I said, eat my ass.
No. I know, but why'd you say that?
Oh, because we got to a three-way stop and said, it's my turn. You losers eat my ass. And I turned left.
And then that's when I was sitting there and I was like, eat my ass. Technically, ain't that like a win for someone? Like telling someone to be like, hey, eat my ass because it's enjoyable. So
Here, let me actually explain a weird struggle that I've had.
Okay.
That involves
There's an ass I had to eat, but I wasn't sure if I should.
that involves the phrase "eat my ass."
Yeah.
So, as kind of a regular kind of thing, there are phrases and words and stuff that I am trying to eliminate from my vocabulary to be more inclusive.
Yes.
Okay.
One thing that is very difficult for me is when I speak to a group of people, I say "you guys."
Yeah.
I don't want to say "you guys." I will say "you guys" to 2 women.
Yeah.
I don't mean like
2 literal guys.
I don't mean 2 literal guys.
Yeah.
I don't mean guys as in like, oh, well, a flock of men is more superior to a flock of women. It's just a term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still want to try and remove it.
Just like the term dude. I just call everything a dude.
That's why I just call everything the N-word.
Yeah.
So another aspect is to when you just want to insult someone, typically in jest, typically for fun, you say, suck my dick. Fuck you, suck my dick.
Yeah.
Well, that seems in the same mentality. You're using it as pejorative.
Yeah.
And that's not fair to people who like sucking dick. Regardless of their sexual orientation, some people like that. And I'm here trying to make it sound like a bad thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. So then I'm like, okay, well, what's something else I could say? All right, eat my whole ass. And then I realized, well, fuck, that's just the same thing, just the other end.
Yeah.
No, not really, because telling them to eat your ass they'll either like it, either way, you get pleasure from it, and that's the point. It's pleasure me.
Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Like,
But wouldn't that be the same to suck my dick?
yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing.
It's the same, but like because I'm using it as a pejorative.
Yeah.
And there are people out there who like to do these things. I'm putting their interest, their likes down, and I don't want to do that.
I don't think that's necessarily true because I see it as.
I have also been told I overthink these things.
Oh yeah, I think you are.
Okay.
Because I see it as not so much. Haha, here's the thing that you like that I'm denigrating. It's saying you give me pleasure because I'm better than you. That's where I'm coming from when I'm insulting somebody.
Or you're also inviting.
Or I'm inviting.
Wow.
Now you're inviting someone to eat your
that's
ass.
the funny thing.
So now if your ass gets eaten, it's because
then you asked for it. You
asked for it.
If they go, oh no, my ass can eat, like you asked for this, man.
Because now it can be turned around where it's like, eat my ass. Well, when?
Yeah,
I
my
would,
ass,
but
take it out.
Honestly, shit.
Oh, you said it.
Fuck me. All right, give me a bean.
There, see, even saying that. Fuck me. What time?
But at least that's not putting anything down. That's not
Okay.
using pejorative on anything that people do.
Yeah.
All right, let me fucking get through this bean real quick.
Well, okay. What if you say "fuck me" and it's just like, and you're talking to a person who gets paid to have sex with people?
Oh God!
Oh no! What'd you have?
No! Oh, I think it's egg.
Oh,
Yeah. That made an expression that tickled my nose, and now I feel like I have to sneeze.
are you sure you didn't just get too close to your little filter?
I don't know. Maybe though. I don't know.
Oh man!
See,
All right.
there. We won the argument, Steph. You got the bad bean. Therefore, we're right.
Where was I? Oh, the irony though is anybody that I am sexual with, I would never just tell you suck my dick.
Yeah.
That's
It seems so rude
it does.
and vulgar, right?
It does.
Yeah, no, it does. Yeah.
I would never want some guy to just be like,
it's too
that's
suck
aggressive.
my dick.
That's
be
the
like,
irony is
excuse
that
me?
I-
You can leave.
I only tell it to people who I don't want to suck my dick.
And I think that's the irony about those phrases. Because like when I tell someone to eat my ass, I don't want them to actually eat my ass.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe I do overthink.
But it's like, what if you told someone to kick rocks and it's like, man, I love kicking rocks down the street. You know, and it's just like, well, where can it? Where does it?
At some point, I just have to accept the fact that I would only maybe upset one in 100,000 people.
Because I feel like if you told
And
someone,
just
yo, suck my
understand
dick,
that.
and they're like, oh, how dare you? I love sucking dick. It's like, cool, then suck my dick. You know, it's like,
But then it changes, and I'm like, oh, well, actually, no, I don't want that. Let me think of something else to insult you with.
but
Yeah, it was just the thought of that, like, because when
Clean
you're
my
saying,
room.
but then now what if they're made?
But if they did, then I'd
I
feel
just feel
guilty
like
about it.
we're offending a lot of people now.
Who are we offending?
No, I just feel like people like.
Well, we can't be funny without offending people.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like our Lord and Savior Todd Phillips has said, you just can't be
I
funny
re-listened to
anymore.
the podcast this morning. I finished it.
Nice.
I always try to listen to the whole podcast before we record,
I don't,
just in case I
'cause
need to
hate my
reference
voice.
anything or if I said something that didn't make sense and I wanted to clear it up.
You're keeping continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we realized that it's not actually Zoe Kravitz in
Oh yeah.
Is Zoe
Suicide
Deschanel.
Squad.
No,
It's
Catwoman is played by
No, not Catwoman. Black Canary.
Black Canary. Yes,
Black Canary is
Because-
played by.
because Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman.
Oh.
Well, we were close. She's in
she's
the movie.
still. She's in. Yeah.
Yeah, so Black Canary is played by Jussie Smollett's sister, which is something Smollett, obviously because they're brother and sister.
That's not obvious.
She was in Roll Bounce. This is exactly what I said last week.
You did say that thing.
That's why I was like, I know where she's from. She's in
Jussie
Temptation by Tyler Perry. Full
Smollett's
circle.
sister.
Guys, I'm gonna watch Medea Boo. Oh, it's gonna
I
happen.
have the DVD.
Journey Smollett Bell. She was
What? We can name people that now?
Her name is Journey. Yeah. Well, Jurnee because she's black. I could say it.
Just wait till that ask a racist question topic comes up.
Yes, she was actually Michelle's friend in Full House.
Oh yeah, little Michelle's friend.
Yeah, I think Denise.
Michelle. Yes,
Who-
Michelle
whoever-
Tanner
who-
had two
who-
black friends when she was a kid.
Yeah, only
and
two.
it was Teddy and
Perkins.
it was Teddy played by Taj Mori
Yes, yeah.
and Denise
Wait,
played by.
from like
Smart
Sister
Guy.
Sister Smart
Yeah.
Guy?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Right on.
He's so
You know-
cute
you know-
in there.
Where's that dude now?
I don't know. I had a slight crush on him.
Because he's a smart guy. Smart guy.
I mean,
oh,
Sister,
dude, that
sister.
I'm
that-
excited for that.
That show's in Disney Plus. I'm so excited.
Shit.
Did you already know how much the price was?
It's $6.99.
It's $6.99 monthly or
Yes.
60 something for the whole year.
Yeah.
No, not that low.
Yeah.
It's $6.99 or like 70,
I swear I
70
read
or 80
60
something.
I
something.
thought it was like
Well,
69.
Yeah,
there's
69.
that new founders deal that you found.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like 5% off.
Because I was when we were talking about it, I went to Google it and I was like,
Yeah.
because you had said like you were gonna get it.
Yeah,
'cause you had
I'm
no
gonna
choice,
do it.
right? And
I'm
then
gonna
you
do
said
it.
you're
I
gonna
have
do
to.
it. And then I was like looking, and
I
I was
wanna
like,
watch X-Men.
oh, there's a
Dude,
monthly payment, so you
Taj
could do.
Mowry is 33 years old. Jesus Christ.
That seems right. Like, I've always been older than him.
Yeah,
I knew that.
still cute to me.
Yeah.
He's a cute
He
kid.
looked like a little fucking piano R&B singer.
John Legend.
John Legend. He looked like a little
Yeah.
John Legend.
Except his eyes are more open.
John Legend got squinty eyes?
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
squinty eyes.
Okay. What the fuck sings? That's all I care about.
Yeah. He's ordinary people.
yeah, Taj Mowry's cute.
Is he doing anything? Like, is he still acting? Or does it happen to say on a cursory glance of his Google?
His last gig was in, I assume it's a show called Baby Daddy, which went from 2012 to 2017.
All right, so
long
he
time.
could still be working. He could be taking a break. He could be doing something
I
else.
know
He
his sister.
probably got something in the works.
Yeah,
I know
maybe.
one of the
Tia and Tamara.
Yeah, Tia and one of them was on.
They work together. They always work together.
Always.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, no, because like
Probably.
Tamara's on like the Talk or whatever.
Yeah, one of them
Oh,
was
really?
on the Talk,
Yeah.
and one of them was in like a
The View.
like no. One of them was in a
God, that'd be great.
what is it?
And they switch, and no one knows. They pull a fucking Parent Trap on The View.
That'd be so funny.
What is it? It's like one of those like hospital drama shows.
ER, Chicago Hope. St. Elmo's Fire.
Grey's Anatomy.
Was she on Grey's Anatomy?
No.
I swear, I think I vaguely remember
Okay.
an episode.
It's Tamara Mowry Housley on The Real.
The Real.
That's the
Okay,
name of
so
the talk show.
was the other one on
Is that like The Black View?
It looks like it.
what do
Okay.
you call those shows when they're like
But not
doctor-themed
actually The Black
shows?
View.
Medical dramas.
Okay, yeah, one of them was on a medical drama. I remember.
Well, let's get Tia's.
I feel like
It definitely wasn't Tia because she was. Last thing she was in was Indivisible, which looks like a straight to Hallmark movie.
because I swear there was an episode.
They
that
look like they do a lot of Hallmark movies.
it was
they
either
do.
Netflix or just straight cable. But I remember seeing her.
Like they would replace Lori Loughlin.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know who Lori Loughlin is.
She's Rebecca from Full House.
yeah. John Stamos' wife in Full House.
Oh,
Uncle
yeah,
Jesse's
yeah,
wife, I mean.
yeah.
She going to jail for sending her,
Oh, yeah,
buying
for-
her kid into
yeah,
Stanford or
I
some
remember
shit.
this.
And her daughter just doesn't even like school,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and she's going to
The whole
Stanford.
fucking mess.
She has a YouTube channel.
We talked about it.
Yeah, we did talk about it. No, I just remember in the episode she's like supposed to be like either drawing blood or giving a kid a shot.
Same
And-
difference.
She put the shot in wrong, and then the child just starts having a seizure, and I was like, "What is this?"
Tamara was in Strong Medicine,
Maybe that's what it was.
which was in 2000 to 2006.
That sounds familiar.
God, I've never heard of that.
I haven't either. I mean, there's a Tia and Tamara show from 2011 to 2013.
Where they were adults
Yeah.
doing adult
know.
twin things.
That's the one I was saying, 17 again. I don't know if that would be on.
If Smart Guy's
Disney
not
Plus.
in that show, then that's why it failed.
Yeah. He's the real moneymaker. Did you know they have a youngest brother named
Tia,
Tavia?
Tamara, and Tavon.
Tavier, actually?
Okay.
Really? What
It,
does he
it
look
had
like?
to follow that other nonsense.
Steph is looking at the picture closely.
Trying to.
Is he in another movie
I don't know.
or show?
Let me
You should
see.
look up his IMDb.
You know, I'm going to be honest.
He has a familiar
I
face.
don't think he has.
I had to Google.
Do we have to say the full word with a ly at the end?
Yes, I think we do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
because why
it's-
would you just say?
It's kind of
word?
It's kind of context heavy.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. I'm going to be honest, or
Yeah.
Oh, I see. what you
But I
mean.
think when we do use it in that same kind of thoughtless, repetitive manner, it is
Yeah.
with the ly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Tavier, whatever. He isn't. He's not in movies. He's a former football player from UC Davis, apparently.
Wow.
Anyway,
Also, these snacks, it tastes like Nutella and
snacks?
Ferrero
or the
Rocher.
little bee. What's that?
Bidulo, Bidolu.
It literally tastes like
Just hazelnut chocolate.
like
on a
you just
wafer.
ate the chocolate off a Ferrero Rocher and you're eating the wafer
I'm pretty sure
hazelnut
that's exactly
spread.
what my thing is. And it's,
Probably, but yours
Tur-
has
the
stuff
Turkish
on it, too.
love
Nutty
wafers. There are so many wafers in this box. Yours looks like a s'more.
Try this one.
Shit. Now I forgot what I was going to say.
definitely Nutella-like.
I
Oh no, that is Nutella. That's a Ferrero Rocher.
I lost where I was going to go before we
It was
got
about
to...
the Maoris
No.
who are from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Damn it. I feel like it's somewhere floating in the mid to back of my brain.
Yeah.
What did it
And
have to do with?
I don't know. If I knew, I would definitely have it.
Well, you know, Marcus from Smart Guy. Let me actually find out what his real name is. He was the original singing voice for Simba
Oh
in The
yeah.
Lion King. And instead of taking $2 million for doing the gig, he said, "Nah, I'll take royalties."
Smart.
That dude is so rich now.
Smart.
Jason Weaver. That's why we haven't seen him in nothing. He's like, I got all this money.
I'm good.
Jesus Christ.
He did Smart Guy, did the voice in Lion King, and then was in Chingy's One Call Away, and that was it. He was gone.
He was in there.
Yes, he sings the chorus.
Wow.
The fuck happened to Chingy?
I don't know.
Chingy.
I don't know what I mean.
Oh,
I would hope he's not staying at Holiday Inns anymore, but
You'd
see.
think he could do better. You know, like a La Quinta or something.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Actually, the last thing Jason Weaver was in was ATL. Was in 2006. But yeah, he doesn't have to do nothing. He has all this Lion King money.
Sure.
I think we also looked up Mo because when we were on
Omar
that thought,
Gooding.
the last thing that I saw
Moesha?
is he Cuba Gooding Jr.'s? Wait, no.
His name is Omar Gooding. That's
Oh, okay. So no. Right? Hold on, wait. Let me process this correctly.
I like to think
So
everyone
no.
out there for a second kind of looked up to the left and like, could it?
Yeah. It's not. Omar Gooding and then Cuba Gooding
no
Jr.
fucking way.
What is he?
Cuba Mark Gooding Jr. is his brother.
So they are related.
Oh, so I wasn't crazy?
Steph's
Okay.
not being racist.
So he's the junior.
What?
No, he's not the junior.
No.
But his brother's Cuba Gooding Jr.
Okay. So there's the junior.
His dad is
Sons
Cuba
of
Gooding
Cuba
Sr.
Sr.
Oh, wow! A senior, a junior, and a Gooding.
All right, Steph, let me break down what was wrong with what you just said. First off,
A Gooding
yes,
senior.
any
a
junior,
Gooding
any junior needs a senior.
Okay.
You can't have a junior without a senior.
the
Oh
Swedish
yeah, my
band Junior
dad.
Senior.
He's a
Yes.
junior.
Also, they're all Goodings.
Yeah, they're all Goodings.
Yes.
It's just there's a Goodings senior, a Goodings junior,
Yes.
and a Gooding.
That means one of the sons was the favorite and named after the dad.
And then there was just a Gooding.
Then there was Omar.
Old
That's
Omar.
so funny. So it's not crazy to think that they kind of looked similar.
Do
Okay.
they?
I'm glad you only said that part now after we've established that they're
Right?
related.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Now, if I had said it before and then you looked it up and you found out, oh, they're actually related.
yeah, but then there was still been that moment like, ooh,
Okay.
Let me
That's true.
tell a quick story.
I saw these two black guys.
I asked if they were brothers, and they're like, "Well, not in the like blood sense." I remember in junior high.
More like in the soul sense.
I remember in junior high. I think it was the first time since coming to San Diego that there was a black kid in my class.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I grew up in a very white neighborhood, very white, and then Mexican, and then some Asian. I can say it. I 100% have neo-Nazis at my school.
Oof. Steph is
With that
chewing.
being said,
Okay,
can you just define neo-Nazis?
New Nazis.
new Nazi.
Nazis are
that's all
they
it
exist
is.
now.
Yeah. Like, they have no rank because the Nazis are not a thing, but they are a new affiliation of
When I
Nazi.
heard the term neo-Nazis, my
Uh-huh.
stupid ass thought
The
just
Matrix.
thought of Neo the Matrix.
I saw this
And then
one
I
coming
just thought they were like super elite Nazis.
from Wolfenstein.
And
They
then
got
I was
bionic
like,
parts.
and I was just trying to process, like, because Neo? And
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, I get it. So
Yeah, the
Neo's
singer.
the one, and then super elite. So, like, they're super one Nazi is just kind of where my thought process went. So they're just new Nazis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they have a
Neo
look
means
to
new.
them that's new? Or they're just...
Skinheads.
Yeah, skinheads.
Oh, okay.
All right, so junior high.
Interesting.
Apologies to the skinheads out there.
No,
Sorry.
no, we're gonna offend them. Fuck
yeah,
them.
fuck them.
Yeah, but then what if they're just a bald dude? A bald white guy that's not a...
Then he's not a skinhead.
Yeah,
Yeah, but now
he's
doesn't
just
that
bald.
Just think of it this way: in Breaking Bad, Walter White has a shaved head. He's not a neo-Nazi.
And he's
He's-
not a skinhead.
He's just a bald
Just
dude.
bald.
Yeah, he's just a white bald dude that people might assume.
I mean, if he has red laces, maybe.
Oh.
And if he has a tattoo of a swastika, most likely.
Definitely.
And if he's like, burning a cross indefinitely.
Okay.
If he's curb stopping black dudes outside his house, then yeah.
Oh, I've seen this American History X.
You went on a ride there, didn't you?
Okay.
There. Okay, go ahead.
To whiplash back to my original story.
Black kids in your school.
My first black kid in junior high.
Your first black kid.
Yes. In junior high. And
That was my first black kid.
I bounced around several first grades. There may have been a black kid somewhere in there. I've gone to other schools.
Yeah.
Anyway, not the point. So one of the second tier bullies of my class, I was in like a tentative treaty with, I guess.
Oh.
Like he didn't fuck with me, but he was still an asshole.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember. I think the black kid's name, I think his name was Michael Johnson.
Nice.
And
the Olympic runner, Michael Johnson.
And so this bully kid, his name Mike Starr, and I don't give a fuck about naming names. He leans over.
Fuck you, Mike Starr.
Yeah. He leans over to me and Andy something. I can't remember his name.
McNamara.
but Andy was Mike's kind of running buddy.
Ah.
And he asks to us, is it racist to think that Michael Johnson in our class is related to, I can't remember, there was a Johnson on the Chargers, like at that time.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I was about to say Magic Johnson, that's basketball.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he asked if it was a racist to ask that, to which I can't remember Andy's reaction to that. I think I said, well, it seems unlikely or something like that. It
Yeah.
was like, yeah, it might be. Two things dawned on me at that moment. One, he thought it could be true.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, like that seems like it could be a stretch. But what really surprised me is this dude who was an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, he had no problems pushing people around, shit like that. Like, he pushed me around. We were cool because we played football together, like during PE.
Yeah.
Like that's all that was there.
Yeah.
But that he actually had the forethought to ask, like, is this racist? Because he
How old
didn't
were you
want to be
then?
racist. Junior high, so like 12, 13.
Okay. Oh, junior high. I was
Junior
like,
high.
I didn't even think of racism like in elementary.
Lucky you.
Well, I just didn't think it existed. Everyone was just
Lucky
in the
you.
pot with us, so it was just like
Yeah.
you just had friends of different cultures, and this was just the norm.
But you went in like Mira Mesa, which is heavy Asian population.
It's pretty homogenous in Mira Mesa.
Yeah.
Back then, at least.
Like at my elementary,
Like,
I remember
you didn't have a large white population to feel for them to feel superior over everyone else.
Yeah, I think
well,
I
granted,
had.
you see the hills of Scripps
Yeah.
Ranch looming over Mira Mesa.
I
Like, you
could
let
be
too many
wrong.
white people in a room, they will feel like it's their room.
It's true.
But I remember there was a lot of it was very diverse. I think in my
That's good.
class, like in like a standard 32 or 20, it was 24 or 30 student class. There
That
was
sounds
at
like our
least
generation.
6 black kids, and
So that's
majority
where they
was
all were.
like white and Mexican, and then your Asians.
Yeah.
So at least 10 or 15 of us.
I think
were Asian.
my high school
We're a type of Asian.
of 2,000 to 3,000 kids had maybe 5 black kids.
Oof.
And at least 2 of them were related.
Wow.
Yeah.
I went to Scripps, so there's a lot of white people. Beautiful, beautiful white girls. But
Sweet, supple white girls.
Snow bunny.
yes, snow bunnies. No, they weren't snow bunnies because none of them were interested in me.
Oh yeah, we looked up the definition.
A snow bunny is a white woman that's into black men.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't understand why that is the term, though.
I don't know. Urban Dictionary. Snow bunny.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought of that because you thought the Goodings were related.
Yeah.
And in this case, you were right.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
saw them. You saw maybe they looked alike. This
Yeah.
fucking asshole of a kid just is like, hey, they got the same last name. You think they're related? This common ass last name?
I don't know, Mike. Are you related to Ringo?
Yeah, so I guess
So
I just had to tell that story.
Yeah.
I remember
think of
in
racism.
elementary school, there's this kid named Max. Fuck you, Max. I don't remember his last name, though. He was a German kid. That's important for later.
Okay. I'm waiting for the lederhosen.
No, you look like a real fucking Hitler shit.
Okay.
So
This is elementary?
yeah, it's elementary school. It was recess, and we're like trying to play basketball or whatever, and Max was being a little asshole, and I stole the ball from him, and then he goes, I'm gonna call the KKK on you.
Oh shit!
Now,
I didn't even really know what KKK was back then.
Lucky you.
Like I said, I was a sheltered little kid, I guess you could say.
This was at Mason in Mira Mesa.
I know.
At what age?
We were in 5th grade.
I
Okay.
have no idea what
You still don't understand racism at that point?
No,
Man.
not really. I never had to... It's not that I
Deal
never
with
had to
it?
witness it. It was just, it never happened around us.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of just played with everyone.
Well,
No one was ever real... Like,
Yeah.
at least at my school, no one was ever really separated unless you were just a bad kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, he said it, and then he stopped, and he realized we were playing basketball where there's other black people behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he ran.
Wait, I take it back. Because I think I learned what KKK meant in Best of the Best 3.
Yes, the Cool Kids Club.
Yeah. Because I remember I was like, why are all these guys crazy? And why are they after this black family? And I didn't understand. And then my second movie was American History X.
Okay, well.
It is insane what you pull from Best of the Best.
Hey, that was like those
for
were my
life lessons.
those are my life lessons from
it's
that movie.
crazy what a cornerstone that movie is, or that series is to you.
She found out that we're all equal because of Best of Best 1.
So bananas to me.
1995. So 1995.
When we were 5 years old.
Okay. So then
That's when you learned about racism.
That's when you learn about racism?
I think so. 5 or 6 maybe. Because we have to give it time. It was on VH. This is when it came out.
Because 5
So
years
we
old.
have to add 2 years because VHS.
So now you're 7.
So I was
So
7.
Okay, so that's first
Still,
or second grade.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, we're not at 5th yet.
Yeah.
Maybe by 5th she understands the context of racism,
Yeah,
or maybe
'cause I didn't-
beginning to maybe understand some of the subtleties.
Oh.
Yeah, because I didn't find
That was a
anything-
microaggression.
Yeah,
don't
see,
know.
I learned about racism because I'm black.
Yeah, no.
Just happens.
I can't, I don't know. Yeah. I don't really remember anything about,
You don't.
any racist stuff, I guess,
Well, okay.
for, a long time.
Well, maybe you weren't exposed to outright racism, but I'm sure you saw microaggressions here and
Sure.
there. Like, say, all throughout my entire school career. Oh, you're one of the smart ones.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Haven't even heard that one.
You speak so well.
Because
No,
but
I've
also
never heard that
they're
one.
not saying it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Those
Yeah.
are stuff. That's the stuff I've heard in my entire life.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Well, not said to me, obviously, but, I've never even, been exposed to that type of...
Sure.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like
or witnessed it at all.
all three of us clearly have different exposures
Wildly
to it.
different
Yes.
exposures.
Yeah.
Jordan very much towards him.
I mean, I'm sure,
around me
stuff was,
was happening.
No, racist stuff was said to me, but I wasn't aware how that was bad. Like, example, if, I was
like
eating
coconuts.
Asian food, and
Yeah.
a little white kid went up to me and said, "Ew, you're eating dog." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
eating dog or something. And I'd be like, no. And then it'd be, not offended.
Yeah.
But if I took that home and, said someone else, they'd be like, well,
told
he
us?
shouldn't say that to you. I don't know.
You slap
Yeah.
that kid in the face next time.
Yeah, elementary was weird.
You look that kid right in the eye and tell him to eat your ass.
Do you remember anything crazy in elementary where someone got in trouble for something and it was just it was the craziest thing? I think one of the stories
yeah.
that I vaguely remember was a kid brought a pocket knife to school. And this was in 2nd grade.
Oh, I mean,
well,
all right. Well, that's a little early for bringing knives to school.
yeah.
I can't name names or any specificities, but yeah, kids got caught with knives in their bags.
Yeah.
Fairly often, and I am primarily pre-Columbine in my schooling.
Yeah.
So it was very much a 2-day suspension.
Yeah.
You know, like it was very like light. I'm sure that kind of shit does not have such light consequences anymore. I know there were some kids who were like rumored to be in like neo-Nazi groups or nationalist groups or shit like that. But I didn't even run with those crowds, and I ran with a very non-conflict group. So like those crowds also were not messing with me. I got called a lot of names on the street by a bunch of fucking assholes in raised trucks, but I'm not taking down their names or anything.
Oh, yeah.
I've been called every homophobic slur. I've been called all kinds of just random names because I'm a kid with long hair, like black nails, trench coats. Like I am not a kid who is blending in.
Yeah.
And even before that, like I'm just not a kid who is really like following in with everything else. Before I turned goth, like I'm still not normal, I guess, for lack of a better phrase. But like, I do remember knowing the symbol of a swastika before knowing what a swastika was.
Yeah.
Like as early as like 3rd or 4th grade, like seeing them carved into like desks and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And because of how often I saw it, I thought honestly that like, oh, this must be something cool.
Yeah.
Like this is all over the place.
Starts writing it all over.
Like it's the swastika and the Stussy logo.
Yeah.
Like they're the same to me.
Is that the S?
Yeah, the S.
Yeah. The S I remember.
Because that was like
seeing
the
a lot
other
of-
thing that I saw most often carved into desks and shit.
The S. And I always
Yeah.
took it because Stephanie. So I would always
Yeah.
just like do it.
And
that
sometimes
way.
I would see 2 Stussies and a swastika. But like even the SS bolts, like I saw this shit a lot when I was a kid, but I didn't understand the context.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Holocaust and World War II hadn't been taught to me yet.
Yeah.
Once I saw that, I'm like, oh shit, that was not cool.
Yeah, I think the second race of what I learned that problems was what is it? A Beautiful Life? A Beautiful Life? Is that the one where it's the Jewish people and the I thought we talked about this before. I forgot what it's not Schindler's List.
I know you talk about The Color of Friendship, though.
Oh yeah, Color of Friendship was like third big movie where I was just like, oh, racism is crazy. Yeah, but the second one was the one where it's like this guy who has like his son
Roots.
at the concentration camp, and like all these people are hiding his kid. I think it's called A Beautiful Life.
The Diary of Anne Frank.
Yeah. No. I've never seen that.
The first 10 minutes of X-Men.
No. Not even that. I'm pretty sure it's called A Beautiful Life. But I just remember
The
seeing that.
B-plot of X-Men First Class.
That's when I learned about the whole concentration camp thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is bad. When did this happen?
That's where people go when they have trouble like focusing,
Thinking,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
I do actually credit a lot of like my
A beautiful
80s and early 90s like television cartoon watching.
Yeah.
Because like that's when like the concept really came into focus of like special episodes where the main white cast stood up for like the one black character who
Yeah.
never comes back.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like the very special racist episodes of shows and or like, oh, this Transformer's different.
Yeah.
You know, like the moral at the end is like, hey, be cool to everybody.
Yeah. Oh, like the very special episode of Family Matters where Eddie gets stopped by a white cop in a white neighborhood, and he gets put in handcuffs and has to lay on the ground. All these things, and he was just like dropping off a friend.
Yeah.
So then he goes home and he tells his dad about it. He's like, "Dad, this cop stopped me for no reason." And then Carl doesn't believe him because he's a cop too. He's like, "I don't think cops would do that."
Oh,
and he's like,
okay.
And then he's like, "You never listen to me." He's about to run upstairs. He stops, turns around, and is like, I thought what happened to me was the worst, but what's the worst is telling my dad and him not believing me. Then he goes upstairs and it's like, "Ooh,
Damn.
And then the next
That
scene,
got deep.
yeah, and then Carl goes and like confronts the dudes.
Yeah.
He has this whole speech and everything. Yeah, it's a powerful episode.
I don't.
Yeah, this is the one. Life is Beautiful.
Okay.
1997. See? I was learning.
Okay.
Best of the Best 3. This. These are all my learning movies.
Who's in that movie?
Tiny Toons.
A gentle Jewish Italian waiter,
that's-
Roberto Benigi.
Oof, real close there.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it. It's
I'm
crazy.
getting offended on this end.
And Nicolota Brashear. It is a 1997 drama comedy.
Whoa. I wasn't expecting the comedy part.
Yeah.
Oh no, we can't be too serious at that
It's a
point.
drama comedy.
That's what makes American History X so powerful.
I don't know if any of
No
those
jokes.
faces look familiar to you, but
No. None of these
I have
faces.
no idea what you're talking about.
yeah, it's the one about the Jewish kid in the concentration camp.
Nope, I got nothing. I don't know.
I just remember
anything
the
about this.
scene because his dad got caught and the son is looking at him like between all the other like Jewish people that are standing in a line, and he's just kind of peeking. And to make his son laugh because they're about to execute him, he just starts walking silly, like with his legs pointed out as he's walking, and then he goes behind a corner and then they shoot him.
God.
And I was just
Dark.
like, what is happening?
That's super dark.
Yeah. It was in I think it was it was in color or black and white, I forget.
No, it's
but-
in color. The
Okay,
screenshots
yeah.
show it in color.
Oh yeah.
Also, it's made in 97.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Clerks is made in '94.
That's-
It's in black and white.
It's also true. You know what I found out?
What'd you find out, Jordan?
Biodome trounced Mallrats in terms of box office earnings.
I get it.
Wait,
it had
what?
famous people in it.
Yeah. Because Biodome with Pauly Shore, $13 million, I think.
Who's Pauly
Pauly
Shore?
Shore.
Oh, from Real World?
What?
What?
No, okay.
Polly Shore.
Yeah, okay, remember... In...
Oh, I'm thinking Pauly D. Okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
idiot. That's Jersey Shore.
Yeah, that's what Jersey Shore.
All right, I see your confusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I'll
okay.
allow it.
Pauly Shore.
Remember in the Goofy movie, remember there's Max, there's his fat friend, I forgot his name.
Yeah,
Little
what's his
Pete?
name? Pete's
was
son?
Was it Pete? Or
Yeah, isn't it like just Pete Jr.?
Yeah, I think it's just also Pete, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
And then there was that third guy who just loves
Cheese Whiz!
Cheese Whiz in his mouth.
Leaning
The Leaning
Tower of
Tower of
Cheese.
Cheese.
Leaning Tower of Cheese. That's Pauly Shore.
Oh.
Encino Man.
Nope.
In the Army now. No, he's
no.
Oh,
I
he's
don't think these are things that she's gonna know.
No, I don't know what Encino Man is.
stepson.
No, I don't think there's any reference you would get to know who he is.
You just wait till I look at IMDb.
MTV.
I hope it's the most random movie.
What is it? Pauly
Shore.
What's the Pauly Shore equivalent of a hitchhiker movie for? what movie is he like barely in and he's not even himself?
Oh man.
What are some other Pauly Shore? Pauly Shore's in Biodome?
Yeah, he was like the main character in Biodome.
No, it's like it's one of the bald. It's like Stephen Baldwin. And I thought somebody else, but not Pauly Shore.
I'm pretty sure Pauly Shore was like the main dude in Biodome. Yeah, see, he's right there on the.
Show me on the podcast.
He's-
Yeah, I guess you're right.
He's right there on the poster.
Okay. I just didn't think the other guy in my head was Pauly Shore.
Yeah, and Stephen Baldwin.
And Stephen, I knew Stephen Baldwin. That one I was real confident about.
Huh, Jack Black was in it too, as Tenacious D.
I guess the band Tenacious D are in it. Kyle's probably in there in the credits then somewhere too.
In '96, there were already Tenacious D.
I mean, they did that a long time.
Huh. I did not know that.
Shit, I think Fucker Gently is like early millennium.
Oh,
I
that
never
would make
watched
sense.
this movie.
I almost think I sang
but I
that in high
saw
school. Like,
this box cover. If this is the guy, no, that looks like Freddie Prinze Jr.
she's all that.
That's not him.
That is him, son-in-law.
Yeah.
Then I've seen this box cover, but I don't
Okay.
know who he is.
You still know who Pauly Shore is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the Weasel. Ugh. I don't like I did that.
Why does he look like Freddie Prinze Jr.?
He does not.
At all.
In this picture, yeah, he does.
The hell he does.
The face he does.
I think
don't-
you forgot what Freddie Prinze Jr.
I
looked
don't
like.
think he knows. Here, let me bring up a picture of Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, let's keep pulling up photos.
It's all right. This is what's going to be in the social media.
There you go.
Yeah, sure it will.
Hey, you can't.
Watch me.
You gotta
watch
give me
whatever
some
you're about
slack.
to say. Watch me.
You can't say they don't have the same freaking smile.
Nope.
For the one picture.
Nope.
Also, that's like
You
Freddie
guys
Prinze Jr.
see things.
That's like Freddie Prinze Jr. now, and that's Pauly Shore from 30 years ago.
Exactly. He still looks like Freddie Prinze Jr. to me. Okay, Freddie Prinze Jr., let's just say 1990.
Oh, man.
He did not look like that in 1997.
Pull up She's All That.
So, a kid getting in trouble in elementary school. This dude, he was peeing into the water fountains. So he got caught, and he had to go with a toothbrush and clean every single water fountain by hand.
You can't tell me they don't have the same fucking smile.
They do not.
Yes, they do.
They do not. Freddie Prinze is...
Every white person looks the same when they do that.
No, they don't.
Watch. Ready? Smile.
Oh, Pauly Shore.
It's not the same.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
I don't know what you guys are.
I did have a dream where I fucked Buffy, so, I mean, if that...
You know, sometimes I really think, like...
You're crazy?
No, it's just like,
Maybe
you
you
guys
should.
don't see what I see. And
do
I see
We do not.
very
This is not-
similar
This
faces.
is not that Christmas song that plays in Gremlins.
Yeah.
This is fun, but what's also going to be fun is in 2 days when she finds a meme from 5 years ago also like affirming her opinion.
Did you know this guy isn't this guy?
Give me this.
She's
Here.
going to find a meme on Reddit.
But it's going to be made by Dank Meme Lord again.
No, she can't do that one again. Well, we would get suspicious that she's photoshopping all these with fake timestamps. You know what, Steph? I would like you to send me that photo so I can check out the metadata on it.
Sure.
Reverse image
just Google
search.
it.
Yeah. I'm going to go to Know Your Meme. Oh, man.
Research this later, so if we're on a podcast.
Yeah, we need you interacting. We need you on the podcast.
How did we even get here?
I don't know, man. That's this podcast.
All I did was Google Pauly Shore looks like Freddie Prinze Jr.
And what happened?
Well, I spelled Freddie Prize, and that didn't work out.
Freddie Prize Jr.
Well, be sure to add the junior because Freddie
There you
Prinze
go.
was a different guy. That's senior.
Yeah. I did.
All right, here's a change of subject. I finally acquired Swamp Thing, the
Ooh,
DC Swamp Thing
yeah.
show. I'm 2 episodes in, and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
And it's a travesty
That it's already gone.
That it's not going to continue.
Yeah, that sucks.
It is straight up like horror show.
yeah.
They go way farther than I would have thought they would have went.
Yeah.
As far as like the brutality and like violence and gore.
Yeah.
Like they know they're doing it on purpose. They're making a horror
Yeah.
version of Swamp Thing.
Do you think that's why I got canceled immediately?
No, I mean, all right. The DC app comes out. Fuck, I think it was like a year ago.
Yeah, it's been a year.
Fuck, it seems longer. It's DC Warner
Could totally
Brothers
be
ish.
Freddie Prinze Jr. Are you kidding me? I could see
What?
it.
Steph, do it on your own time.
You're looking at a picture of Freddie Prinze Jr.
From Wing Commander.
Oh, that's actually him?
Yes.
No wonder. I was like, what are you guys looking at? He
You're-
totally looks like
You're
him.
just looking at pictures
She's-
of Freddie Prinze
She
Jr.
has
now.
2 photos of Freddie Prinze Jr. calling them both Pauly Shore. Look, they look just alike.
That's so crazy. Hey, look! Guess who showed up? We were talking about him
Thomas
too.
Lowry.
Because the phones are listening to us. The
Yeah,
Googles
dude.
are always listening.
It's true.
It's real crazy.
It's true. They are listening.
I was talking about Alaska with a coworker, and I was scrolling through Instagram, and all of a sudden, Alaska flights, and I was like,
You know, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm just gonna keep talking about eating ass. I'm gonna see if I get an ad on Instagram.
Man, you search butt plugs once. What the fuck was I talking about?
A DC app. The DC app.
Oh, okay. So the DC app, and granted they narrow their niche.
Yeah.
But now we see the Disney app release.
Yeah.
And if you took just a quarter of what they're releasing on day one, you still beat out everything that DC had.
Oof.
Like, it just goes to show how maybe unnecessary the DC app was, period. Like, they just did not have enough to kick off their own network.
But what do you mean? They have all of the Batman animated series, Superman animated series, Justice League Unlimited, all of the DC animated movies, like,
which they did not all have on at the same time.
Why?
Don't know.
Is it licensing? They own the license.
No, yeah, like Warner Brothers has always owned all those. But I guess just so they would have something to rotate in and out.
Throw in the Mortal Kombat cartoon show. I don't care.
Oh shit, yeah.
Combat time.
Like maybe that was the short-sightedness. They needed to like expand beyond like specific hard DC stuff.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so even if you had all the cartoons, all the cartoons are maybe just a couple 100 hours of television.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a lot by comparison.
True. That
you've
is
got
true.
You've got a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
Which still, I mean, but that's got to be less than 100 hours.
But I mean, also Warner Brothers, they have the Looney Tunes. There's like so many.
True, and that's why I'm saying maybe it was short-sighted to like just do a DC app,
and
still try and sell it at like $6.
Freakazoid.
Like, instead of maybe doing their own app, maybe just do a Hulu add-on or like a Roku add-on.
Oh,
like,
that would have been
instead of trying to do like their own separate thing.
Yeah.
It was interesting that they were trying to build an overall community because it wasn't just the television and movies and stuff. It was also their store for buying things. You signed on. I think you also got like their archive of comics to read.
Okay.
Like, it was a lot of stuff, but
so
the only thing anyone talked about was the shows.
So it blended in with DC Unlimited?
Yeah. Although I think you're thinking of Marvel Unlimited.
Oh, well.
I don't think the DC like backlog is called that.
Oh, what's that one called?
I have no idea.
Oh, well.
Nobody talks about it.
Ah, that sucks.
I don't listen to those podcasts, I guess. But like to see Disney and the fucking list that you sent.
Yeah.
Like
it's such a crazy list.
It's bananas.
I'm really excited.
I saw someone just made a thread of just a fake like old Disney movies, and it's really.
I'd believe it.
I can't tell the difference.
There are some weird titles back there. But no. Swamp Thing has bad timing that it comes towards the end. Like Titans, I think was already midst of filming season 2, which I guess they're gonna get.
Yeah.
Everything else got canceled before it started, and Swamp Thing was only halfway through its first season. But it was also it's an expensive ass show, like even to look at.
Yeah.
There's a lot of CGI stuff going on. They built out the swamp, which was a big cost.
Wow.
Yeah, they built a swamp on a soundstage.
Okay, this does sound like a money sink.
Yeah. So I mean, it was probably the first thing they cut because Titans is probably cheaper to film.
Yeah, that's no surprise.
Yeah. But it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so rad. I'm very into it. It's tone wise, it's very much kind of like Alan Moore. I mean, maybe even kind of get weird like Morrison.
Yeah.
I'm 2 episodes in, and I'm already like speaking of it so highly.
How many are there in the season? 10?
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Maybe
I'm hoping it's not left on like such a cliffhanger that's going to really bug the shit out of me.
Like, if I wonder like how far into production do they know that they were canceled, so they could just make a definitive end to it. So it's just like a mini series.
I hope so,
because that would. Yeah.
I think after the first episode aired, it was announced as canceled. Yeah,
that's rough. So I mean, like treat it like because I know DC does a bunch of one-off like stories for the comics. Like you have just
and like their animated movies are that way. They're all one-offs.
Yeah. So
well, they're not all one-offs, but
a lot of them.
Yeah.
So they just
they're self-contained stories. Some of them link.
Yeah. If they treat this series as a one-off, just a one season, one and done thing, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh, Doom Patrol was the other one.
Oh yeah. Still want to watch that.
It's good. It's cool. I dug it. I think they only got their one season. I don't think I've heard about a season 2 from them.
Yeah, I know.
That was a cool show.
I know Steph has a flash drive with this on it, but she has yet to give it to me. So,
well, bitch, why don't you give me a flash drive? Stop depending on her.
It's still in my backpack.
because she has
I'll
it. That's
give
why.
you it later.
The whole
Just
point is-
remember
it's
that
okay.
you need
I
it.
have my laptop. You just put it in there.
Oh, that's true. There you go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we'll see.
Just remind me because it's in my other purse.
Steph, I will forget.
Here, let's set an
But
alarm.
They straight up have a dude who just like gets, filled with vines.
Oh,
Like it
sounds
is
like Evil Dead
it is-
remake.
it is a kind of haunting image. They find this body, and this is early, and it doesn't spoil anything.
Yeah.
But they go to this guy's house. They're trying to figure a thing out, and they find him in front of his like bathroom mirror,
Yeah.
like one hand on the counter, one hand on the wall, and he's frozen in place. And you see like he is throwing up vines, but it is all in a very still moment.
Yeah.
Like he is totally dead,
Yeah.
but his body positioning is not one of like limpness. He is
Yeah.
very frozen in the
Like
moment.
rigid.
Yeah, and he just has this long tendril of vines coming out of his mouth. It's a lot of body horror stuff.
Yeah.
It is real rad.
That sounds cool.
The Swamp Thing suit, a little too green, but you know what? I'm not even mad at it.
He's a Swamp Thing.
Yeah,
you know.
he is Swamp Thing.
Isn't Warner Brothers gonna put their stuff out on a different streaming service?
I hope so. I hope that
Everything's getting so split that it's just like streaming services,
Yeah, it
like
sucks.
it was
No.
channels before.
No, like-
but you're paying for
yeah.
everything
Now we're
separately.
just buying channels individually.
We thought we were in the middle of the streaming wars with Amazon and Hulu and Netflix. No, it's just now
Yeah,
starting.
it's getting way worse.
Okay, so-
we have those three. We have HBO Max.
So
we
because
have
Disney's thing is
CBS.
next.
CBS. We have NBC Peacock.
Is that really what
It's
they're
called
what they're
Peacock.
calling it?
They're calling it
Wait,
Peacock.
so if Disney has their streaming service, has
Disney.
all their Disney,
Disney Plus,
stuff
Yep,
got taken off Netflix already or not yet?
it's coming off.
It's coming off.
Yeah, there's
Like-
still some Marvel stuff that'll be there until the contracts run out. But yeah, every ounce of Disney will be gone from Netflix within like a year or so.
Yeah.
See, now
by
I wonder,
by
like-
sometime in 2020, it'll all be gone.
Like the Avengers, gone. It's gonna be pulled.
But I mean, if
Infinity War is the last thing that goes on.
So because it's Disney,
Uh huh.
are there not going to be any cursing? Does the movie change at all?
What?
You mean new programming?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out.
It
The
depends, yeah.
Mandalorian looks pretty hardcore. Now it's space in Star Wars, so they don't really need cursing.
And also, an alien literally gets cut in half by a door.
Well, that's what I
In
mean.
the
Like
trailer.
because Disney owns the rights and
Yeah.
things will
They're
be
not going to
theirs.
re-edit anything.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen.
And then now I'm wondering, would Disney Plus be categorized by like Disney Kids and
Probably.
Probably.
That seems a reasonable thing
Disney
to
superhero? I guess
just-
like
it'll be
do.
Marvel.
It'll probably be like true Disney, Star Wars, Marvel,
original Disney movie,
Na-
Disney original movies.
Decom.
National Geographic, and Fox.
Decom
There,
originals.
good. Categorize it.
They'll-
'Cause if
yeah.
it's just all a huge cluster,
No.
I'm not going to be able to do
it,
this.
It is categorized. There's because it's live already in like Norway, so we can see what it actually
Those
looks like.
motherfuckers. Yeah, like I've seen screenshots. I don't know what was true, so I'm not banking on it.
Yeah.
But it did look like here is the Star Wars section, and you flip through the Star Wars stuff.
Oh.
So I assume because it is a huge catalog, they'll
Yeah.
break it down by like source because they keep saying like Disney Plus, Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic, and Fox.
ESPN.
ESPN, yeah, that's also there. And I think the big thing from Fox they're toting is just Simpsons, but there's there
Yeah.
either will be or there is other stuff that'll also
Oh,
be
the
there.
X-Men cartoon show.
Yes.
And
Like all those 90s
Yeah.
Marvel cartoon shows are all there.
yeah,
Spider-Man's there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can finally watch the rest of Spider-Man Unlimited.
That's just interesting. Well, because then they're taking it from like everywhere else too, right?
Yeah.
'Cause, like so
Yeah.
Hulu
They want,
stuff.
They want
and-
the well. because Disney
Amazon.
owns a share, like some like 30% of Hulu. So that's why with Hulu you can do the thing where you can add it to Hulu.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do, which I found out because I kept trying to go through my computer to the website to sign on to get it figured out because I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But every time I click it, it just spins forever.
Yeah.
So I went on my phone and I got through on my phone. But what I discovered is the Hulu add-on. What I'm going to do, because I don't want to have another icon flipping through on Xbox and the phone and all that nonsense, is I'm going to get the Hulu add-on.
Yeah.
But that won't be available until day one.
That's fine. I'm going to do that too.
Yeah. I mean, whatever.
Because I have Hulu on my phone. I'm not going to download Disney Plus on my phone also. I just have Hulu. Steph is very
But I don't know what the
because
price is.
I don't
It'll
know.
probably
I'm
be-
excited because I have access to this.
On Hulu, so.
I'm fine with it still being $7.
Yeah, same here.
Because
It's a lot of stuff.
there's so much. Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff that I want to watch. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, give it to me.
Yeah.
Inject it into my body. Don't even hit a vein. I don't care.
Just put it right into the fatty tissue.
I honestly haven't just sat and watched something
Yeah, you
other
did.
than.
You watched El Camino.
Well, I mean that was like because it was on, but I haven't like just sat like a show that I like wanted to watch, like wanted to watch, other than El Camino. I haven't been like sitting and watching shows. I've just been stuck on my game.
Oh, you should do that because I finished Big Mouth season 3. It was great.
That was a fun
I'm
time.
gonna
Yeah.
do that.
That Florida episode is great.
Thank you.
It was
That Florida episode is so
funny episode. But did that all actually happen? It's called a metaphor.
I did watch the movie Fractured, and that one kind of just left.
Starring Sam Worthington in his terrible American accent.
I didn't even know
I
that
like
was him.
him too. Like I kind of wish
He can't hide his
He could do
Australian
better.
accent. He can't hide it.
I kind of want to spoil that movie just because it was so like I
Isn't
sat
that movie
and
like
watched
5 years
it.
old?
Fractured? No, it came out. It's a Netflix
I might
original,
think of
ain't
something
it?
else.
Yeah,
It's a Netflix
Okay.
original.
it's
that came out
not
this year.
All right, I
fractured.
guess I'm thinking of something
It's
else.
fractured because there's two.
Oh, okay.
It's not the show.
Wait, hang on.
It's
Say
the
it-
movie.
No, say it again.
There's fracture
And
and then there's
fractured.
fractured.
Present and past
Yeah,
tense.
no.
We
The first time I thought
watched-
you said fractured and fractured. So I was
Yeah,
like, wait, you said the same
no.
thing twice.
We saw
One of them has a hyphen.
like on the
One is under
weekend.
quotations.
We watched Fractured, which
Yeah.
is the movie.
Yes. Wait, and that's related
Based off the
to-
show Fracture.
I don't know
I
if
don't
it's
know.
based
I
off.
doubt.
I
don't
don't think they're related. But like just watching it, like also pissed me off.
Yeah. You know what?
Which is why I want to say what happens because it just
Well,
like
it's on my
no
list.
one
I was gonna
freaking
watch it,
wins.
just because I hate Sam Worthington, but because he was in Clash of the Titans and Avatar, the worst movie ever. There's a show on Netflix called Unbelievable, which I know is
I don't believe
heavy. It stars one of the girls from Booksmart, and she gets raped and reports it, and it's called Unbelievable.
See where this is
Is
going?
this on Netflix?
Yes.
Yes, I wanted to watch it.
Yeah, it's
only because I saw her face but didn't know what's happening, and now I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's a limited time series. So then she goes to court and everything, and she has to fight this.
Yeah.
And like there's other people that come forward too, but it's just like they don't believe her because she like waited and stuff like that. And I know it's going to be heavy.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't like started it yet. But yeah, I want to watch that.
It sounds like a I forgot what that show was called.
It's like
it's like
When
the-
They See Us, but
Oh. No, I'm thinking a show on like cable TV. I forgot what that channel was. Lifetime. I watched a similar Lifetime movie.
what was that movie called?
I don't remember.
Who was
But
starring in it?
I don't know. I didn't know the people at the time.
Aside for
This was in like 7th grade.
Oh, all right. I thought this was recent.
Oh, yeah.
No, this
I
is
thought
a
you were-
Lifetime
this
7th
sounded
grade
recent.
movie that I saw where I was just like, why won't they believe
We
you?
need to work on context.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
you really do.
Yeah. That's why I was just like, wait, as you're
Starting
saying this,
sentences right in the middle.
it's interesting that no one believes her because that's kind of like the Lifetime movie I watched
In 7th grade.
in 7th grade.
Yes. That's how that sentence should have ended.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Okay.
Or started with in 7th grade. I saw a Lifetime movie.
Beginning or end, but it should have been. in
Yeah,
there.
sorry.
Otherwise, we're gonna assume it was like, oh, what is this? You just watched this? Is it on Netflix?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, this was on Lifetime in 7th grade.
No, I'll never find it.
We were never going to find it before. Put your phone down.
Put your phone down.
Just let me be able to
No.
search this.
Okay, to find this movie, you just have to look through the IMDb of Dean Cain, because he's in every
probably
Lifetime
in
movie.
I don't think he's in there.
You sure? He's in every Lifetime movie. Stop. Put your phone down.
Then don't give me the idea. That's your fault. You asked for this.
Search all the Dean Cain Lifetime movies and all the Lori Loughlin Lifetime movies. Chances are it's going to be one of them.
Yeah, it's
but
one of the
not
other.
right now.
Okay.
And just skip was it the Real Adventures of Lois and Clark? Or
That sounds
Well,
familiar.
yeah, but that's not a Lifetime.
yeah, I know, but just skip it though.
Like,
No,
It's a
don't
fun
skip
show.
it.
It's a fun show,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
It's not what you're looking
Yeah,
for.
she'll get distracted by it. Is what I mean.
Lifetime.
a great show.
And also, she's looking for a movie.
Also true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just watch the was it the Real Adventures or just the Adventures of Lois and Clark?
I think it was. I think it may have changed a couple times.
I think it might be Lois and Clark.
I think it might have been just Lois and Clark,
Yeah.
and at some point maybe they added the Adventures of,
Yeah.
or maybe we're just confusing it with Superman and then the Adventures of Superman.
Probably that. I'm probably putting the two together. You should watch Lois and Clark. It's a great show, starring Dean Cain.
Probably on Hulu.
Probably
Is this a live action or is this a
Live action.
Live action.
Okay.
Yep.
Dean Cain is the guy who hosted Ripley's Believe It or Not. I thought you would get that one. All right, well,
Wait, isn't that Rogan, whatever his name is?
Seth
Joe
Rogen?
Rogan.
Yeah. Isn't he?
Huh. We just
Oh,
went-
he's Fear Factor. Sorry.
like we're both right, but
Fear Factor.
weird how in sync but not in sync we were.
That's Fear Factor, not.
Yes,
Ripley's
Fear
Believe It or
Factor,
Not?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Then that's not him. Yeah,
No,
that's Fear Factor. Okay.
it's not.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right.
Get my people mixed up.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't have much going on this week. I just watched Swamp Thing pretty much.
Yeah, no. All I did was I streamed Darksiders 3 for half the weekend.
Word?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a fun game. I liked it a lot.
I've been wanting to like play it because the art style is based off one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
But I just haven't.
I mean, I really like the Darksiders games. Darksiders 1 is straight up Zelda. It's a Zelda game.
Mm-hmm.
Darksiders 2 is more of a action RPG with like, well, it's an action game with RPG elements and like Diablo loot.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, would I play?
You'd like 1 and 2. I don't know if you would like 3 because it's very difficult. I know Leland, when we went to Scary Farm, he was playing through Darksiders 3, but he got to a part where it was just really difficult. So I wonder where that part is.
Which horseman is 3 for?
Fury,
Okay.
the lone female Darksider,
Okay.
Nephilim, whatever they're called, horsemen.
that's-
There we go.
And 3 is the return, so it's not THQ, right? It's someone else who picked it up, or is that the last THQ?
Well, this is THQ Nordic.
Okay.
So THQ, the original company, died.
Yeah.
But
And
it
they
was-
made the first 2 at least.
Well, it was made by Gunfire Games, who they're still making them.
Okay.
So Gunfire Games was a developer, THQ was a publisher. THQ goes out of business. Then this company Nordic comes along and like, we're gonna buy all these
Yeah.
properties, and you know what? We're gonna call ourselves THQ Nordic, and it's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, what does THQ stand for?
Well, THQ was just this publishing
I don't know what
company.
it stood for.
Yeah, it's this publishing company that's been around for a long time. They specialized in like AA games, so they're not the super AAAs and they're not indies. They're like medium range
Strong
games.
middle ground games.
Yeah, they're fun
Like
games, but
Epic.
they're not going to be like blow your mind probably. But they're still lots of fun, and that's what THQ was great at. But that company went out of business, so all their properties went on sale. This company swoops in called Nordic, and they just buy up all these properties, and they're like, "We're just going to rebrand ourselves as THQ Nordic
guess
because it's back."
Did they remake a bunch of other THQ games?
Oh yeah.
Well, that makes sense then. Like
they're
you're
now
using the old
publishing.
THQ
Yeah.
IPs,
Yeah.
you throw it in for a little brand recognition.
Yeah, so they're publishing a whole bunch of THQ's old games now.
Right on.
Lots of remasters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's all funded by this like one like French billionaire or something. He's just like, I like these games. I'm just pay for them.
Yeah,
I'm like,
down.
whatever.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, the artist then went and did that Battle Chasers game.
Yes.
That I also want to play.
Yes, that is also a fun game.
That game seems like a perfect Switch game.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't have it on Switch, but but I mean, it's available everywhere. There is a mobile version.
There is, and I've thought about it, but my iPad is like 6 years old, so I don't think it's going to handle it.
And I hate playing things on my phone.
Yeah, same. I mean, I'll get to it, like, because it feels such like a Switch game.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here and play it like I do Overwatch.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like the right way to do it. Doesn't feel like comfortable enough. Because it's a JRPG, so it's not like it's moving a lot. I feel like I could be in a very comfy place and just play.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like I have it on PC, so just like from time to time I'll just hop in.
I want to Switch.
Yeah.
Like I've
the sales for Black Friday.
Don't tell me that.
Okay, well,
how much are you willing to pay for one?
If you had hang on, if you had a Switch, would you primarily play it mobily or put it on the TV?
Yeah,
mobily.
Then get the Switch.
Get the Lite.
Okay,
$200.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
$200, and they have really pretty.
I was going to say
colors.
$200 is probably the most I'd be willing to pay.
Fine, because if you pay
So-
And not that it's
more,
not worth more, just that like that's as much as I'm willing to pay for that.
If
for
you
just
pay
the
100
thing.
more, that's when you would be getting like the other Switch.
And
So then
honestly,
it's
like,
like if you want it light and
fuck.
mobile.
What? He said it. He said the truthfully word.
Truthfully.
Good. It's not going to just be me. I was getting real worried. I don't think this is going to be a Steph problem.
I say
think
it
so
sometimes, but not as much as I.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be a you
Only
problem.
when I pay attention is when I'm like, oh, I would say it.
How you doing over there, champ?
Oh, this is a good. It's delicious flavor that I
Yes.
hate because it's peach.
Good for you. All
It's
right,
like
well,
peach
good.
cobbler or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Or
what
maybe it's vomit. I can't tell.
or maybe it's stink bug, and you like it a bunch.
That's a
Weirdo.
huge gap. Oh, this is peach, or maybe it's vomit. They're not the same thing.
What I was getting to is this coming weekend is
Yeah.
going to be busy.
Yes.
So when I come back, I'll have plenty of stories. If you two are down, let's do Scary Zone this Saturday.
Okay. I think we
Yeah.
can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can get podcast alum Jennifer and Ramon down,
Sounds
Okay.
good.
and see whoever else we maybe can swing together. We'll do that. Sunday, I go up to Burbank.
Yeah.
Gonna hang with Leland. We're gonna do a 40-minute maze.
Oh,
Oh, that's the
Yes.
one.
Yes, we're doing it. And then Monday is the Disney trip.
Nice.
So next week I'm gonna have things.
Yeah.
and not just like stretch and be like Swamp Thing.
We filled the hour.
I mean, yes, but how good was it?
I feel like I laughed a lot.
We did laugh. Steph made us laugh a bunch.
So for the back to the Switch Lite really quick.
Okay.
The first week it was out, there was already like a discount by like $40. It was down to like $169.
Oh.
So I feel like during holiday season it'll probably go down to that price again, which that's prime time to grab it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's so many games on Switch.
Yeah.
It's
Fuck. It's got such a good
fantastic.
catalog.
It's so good.
I think. Hold on. No, go ahead. You guys talk.
I'm kind of out of things. I was thinking about we bounce out.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. If you have any thoughts
That's your
about
choice
the myriad, I'll go black, of course, of things that we talked about, from racism to Lifetime movies
to Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore for a while versus Freddie Prinze Jr. If you know what,
That's the face-off movie I want. Pauly Shore, Freddie Prinze Jr.
I don't know. If there is celebrities that you have a hard time keeping apart, that you confuse one for the other, and nobody else believes you, let us know through any of our social medias. Steph, what is the best way for them to get to our social medias?
You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook if you have it at LORC Podcast.
Nice.
The show.
Oh, faux show. I thought you said the show for a second. Like
The show.
no. And if you have yet to do so, be sure that you are subscribed to our podcast at all the subscribable places. And by all, I mean all is in volume. Subscribe to us on multiple places.
Do it.
You only have to listen once, but you have to download 8 times from
Yes.
all of the applications.
Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. I don't like iHeartRadio, but do it anyway. Libsyn to download the MP3 and give it to your friends.
You gotta get those numbers.
Go to
up.
Pocket Cast. Go to Stitcher.
You guys know we have iTunes reviews?
We have iTunes reviews?
Yeah, we actually have iTunes reviews.
Oh, man.
I've never been able to see them, but I know that we have them.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if I can
For some reason,
get to
I
it.
can't. I've never been able to figure out how to see the comments.
Well, leave us reviews on things.
Sure.
Good reviews, please. Good reviews.
I did say that I was never going to pimp reviews until we got to 100 likes or follows.
I
So
feel like we
I still don't. And if you want to email any thoughts or any things at all, you can email us at lorcpodcast@gmail.com. Steph,
Yes.
if they want to know more about your face blindness for Pauly Shore and Freddie Prinze Jr.,
You can go.
where could they find you?
You can go on my Instagram and Twitter where I post things at Stephanoids. STEPHUHNOIDS.
Oh, man, we have 8 ratings that I can't.
Right? Like you can't
You have to
see
be
them.
signed in to see it.
You are signed in. Yeah?
Not right now, no.
Whatever.
Because I need to find out what my Apple account is, but
Okay.
you can find
I
me
don't
on
even go
most
on my
social
Apple
media
thing.
platforms at Jordan is a Bear. Watch my, if you want to watch my streams live, it's at twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear, or just watch the VODs that are in the videos tab. Do that, please. Thank you.
Did you just say watch the VODs?
Yes, video on demand. Girl, I'm deep in the internet culture. Like, this has been a thing since YouTube. What, saying VODs?
I've never heard anyone say it out
I've
loud.
never heard anyone say
It's like saying, like hearing
VOD.
someone.
I always just thought it was a typo and accepted it.
No, like I knew, like I understood what he meant, but I've never heard it said out loud that way. Like I hear VOD, like it's as if someone said AF out loud for like the first time
AF?
instead of as fuck.
Yeah.
You kids.
What?
I've never heard anyone use AF.
No, the AF
in
was a
real
joke.
life.
That was
Okay.
a joke.
No, I've heard people say AF.
Yeah, no, people
loud.
say AF, but not saying AF. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
We should start saying AF.
No,
No, we should not.
we shouldn't. Absolutely not.
Apps, zerts, AF.
What is she talking about?
Appetizers, desserts, apps, zerts.
Yeah, but then AF,
AF.
Yeah,
she
that-
lost me there.
yeah.
Okay.
That's you're not, no one's gonna know what you're saying at all.
Anyways, your social medias are
Watch the videos on demand, the VODs, the VODs, and the videos tab. Twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear. All social media platforms. Most, at least. Unify Brandon, I'm saying.
Bear.
Buy our shirts on Everyday Difficulty on Amazon.
Yeah, their
What?
shirts are up now.
What shirts?
There's shirts that me, my brother, and my buddy David came up with.
Yeah, they're
It's on-
actually on Amazon.
on
You
the-
Why
can
are we
buy
just
them
hearing
now.
about
on the
this?
Amazon store. I forgot.
I thought you were gonna mention it, but I didn't mention it because I thought it was gonna be like hush hush or
I
something.
totally
I don't
forgot,
know.
but those shirts are live on
Yeah,
Amazon.
they're
right
live
now.
on Amazon.
Holy
You can
shit.
buy them right now in
Holy
different
shit.
colors.
I totally forgot.
Wow.
That was their project over the weekend.
All right, well, check that out.
Just Everyday Difficulty. You should be able to just type it into the
Into Amazon?
yeah, and it should
Yeah.
pop up with the shirts.
All right,
and
neat.
the sweater.
It's cute.
And if you want me to tell you to suck my dick and then I'll feel bad about
What?
it, find me at Graphite Night on the Twitter and then Spooky Spookington on the Instagram. So until next week, I'm Anthony,
I'm Steph.
And I'm Jordan.
and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyday Difficulty.
Boo, boo, boo.